Tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue, that you may live and prosper in the land that God has given you. These words, taken from the Torah, have been at the heart of Temple Israel for over 80 years. Established in 1936 and led by the legendary Rabbi Moses Weiler, Temple Israel was the first Reform house of worship in South Africa. Housed in a beautiful Art Deco building designed by celebrated architect Herman Kallenbach, Temple Israel has been a central pillar of progressive Judaism for decades. Rabbi Weiler was an active supporter of human rights throughout his life, inspired by his faith to pursue justice and to work for Tikkun Olam, a better world. Among other initiatives, he was instrumental in establishing a school in the impoverished township of Alexandra, defying the government's intent to subordinate it to inferior so-called Bantu education. This drew praise from Nelson Mandela in his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. The school, bearing Rabbi Weiler's name, is still going strong. Temple Israel, located in the heart of cosmopolitan Hillbrow, was home to a large and vibrant congregation. Over the years, however, the demographics of Hillbrow changed as congregants moved away to the suburbs. Determined to keep the spirit of Temple Israel and Rabbi Weiler alive, champions such as Chairperson Reva Foreman, Benny Stolzen, other board members and volunteers continued working to ensure that Temple Israel's doors remained open, both as a center for Tikkun Olam and to serve the residents of the area. For over a decade, Temple Israel was host and partner to the first inner-city project of Africa Tikkun, a renowned initiative dedicated to upliftment through education, founded by the late Chief Rabbi Cyril Harris and Dr. Bertie Lubner. In 2014, the temple was declared a Blue Plaque Heritage Site by the Johannesburg Heritage Foundation. In July 2016, Temple Israel celebrated its 80th anniversary and the launch of the Temple Israel Heritage Center. The occasion provided an opportunity to showcase the temple's history and legacy of social action through a permanent exhibition in the building. Temple Israel Heritage Center, based at this historic site, is an exciting initiative pursuing justice and a better world by fighting all forms of hatred of the other, promoting social cohesion and reconciliation.
The goal of Temple Israel Heritage Center is to break down those terrible barriers that divide people, barriers based on culture, religion, ethnicity. We indeed should be walking, living and prospering in this beautiful land that God has given us.
In a South Africa that is grappling with racism, and it looks like we'll never again be as one as our Constitution promises us to be, and it begins to look like all those efforts made by Nelson Mandela to reconcile the people and make sure that it's very much in line with the preamble to our Constitution, we ought not to participate in things that tend to deepen the divisions of the past.
Temple Israel already has some powerful and inspiring supporters. Our founding patrons include the fearless former public protector Thuli Madonsela and the iconic anti-apartheid lawyer George Bizos. With its ideal location and proud legacy of social action, the Temple Israel Heritage Center is in a unique position to become a force for good, advocating for justice and promoting cohesion between peoples in South Africa and beyond.
In that sense, what you're doing in Hillbrow is part and parcel of a worldwide movement, even if you don't have the connections, of people who care and who are concerned, and whose meaning goes beyond what you can imagine.
South Africa's greatest son, Nelson Mandela, proved that it is possible to overcome hatred of the other and build a better, more just world. But we need your help for our mission to succeed. So please, join us and let's make that difference together. Temple Israel Heritage Center, dedicated to fighting hatred of the other.